Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of A.C.P. Today, I'm Andrew. This is Martyn.
Hello, I'm covering for Luca.
Yes, because Luca is in London today. Very surprising. So yes, we were going on about a variety of different things today. Essentially what I've done in the centre before. So first we talked about toads, which was the first thing I did, I think. Well, no. I think we did the sticklebacks first.
I think sticklebacks were first, but the toads are interesting.
Yeah, the
it's
toads.
A conservation project.
Yeah. I think the toads were the first thing that I actually got very involved in. So yes, if you want to know all of the facts about toads, please watch our video on toads. Actually, I'll tell you a bit now. The scientific name is Buffo. I actually, in the first ever video that we did, I got the name wrong.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Baffo, I think,
Okay.
instead of
Yeah.
Buffo.
Oh, I remember now, yes.
And it was weird. And I look back at that video now and I'm like, oh my god, everything has changed. But yeah, it's weird. So yeah, scientific name is Buffo. They mainly live in forests. A lot of people will probably think that they live in around swamps and stuff, but that's more frogs. They live in forests, woodland areas, or pretty much anywhere they can find that isn't a swamp.
So like more of a dry habitat.
Yes,
is what we're trying to
because
get.
they've got like warty skin. Well, frogs have nice and moist skin.
Okay.
It's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure there is a saying that all toads are frogs, but not all frogs are toads, which is very true because there have been some species that are very much like frogs, but not a lot of frogs are like toads.
So like
If that
with the
makes
warty
sense.
skin.
Yeah. Like,
But then what about, say for instance, you've got poison arrow dart frogs?
I guess. I don't really know about that one actually.
Oh, that's something for you to look up then, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a class.
Yeah.
So what's come about with the toad thing? Because obviously it was a conservation project. You
Yes.
guys got together. There was a pond that had cracked because of a landslide. You had taken the toads, brought them through to toadlets.
Yeah.
Most of them were released, but we have got a few here. What's come about from all of that? What do you find?
What I find very interesting about the toads, I find that I like to watch them grow up because they usually start, when they become an actual toad, they're like that big.
I thought they were a lot smaller than that.
Well, around that big. And then they can grow up to around, I would say, that big.
Well, they're the biggest,
toads,
aren't they? The biggest
yeah.
of the UK species. So.
And it's very fun because it's like they're tiny and you slowly see them getting bigger and bigger. It's like, it's weird because you see something that you're looking after and then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's like you're successful. It's like,
it's true. Plus, they do live for quite some time.
They
So
do.
if you've got them in captivity,
they're going to live for a while.
it's quite a longevity pet. But
But
what else was good about it though? What did you learn that was quite shocking?
I learned that a variety of things, but probably the most thing that I'm going to take away from it is that don't just randomly pick up a toad if you find a toad, because they have permeable skin, which means they breathe through their skin technically. So if you've got acids on your hand and you pick them up, it's going to burn their skin. That's not good.
Oh no, it wouldn't be. How about things like ranavirus? Sorry, that's the one I always say wrong.
I mean, I haven't actually had any experience with it, so, and I'm glad I haven't, because otherwise we wouldn't have as much toads as we would have, because, yeah, I find it weird, because I saw pictures online of toads with rhinovirus, and it just looks like a toad with a tiny bit of white on it.
Oh, okay, so when you had the ones that were here, what was the procedure?
You have to wait like 4 or 5 weeks before releasing them after they've become toads, because you need to make sure they have no rhinovirus before you release them into another pond.
And I take it you mean by the coloration difference?
Yeah, on the skin.
You'd be able to see it. Okay. So, and has anything else come about that? I mean, what else are you doing in toad conservation?
We did some toad patrol,
Yeah.
which we've got a video on, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did that, which was very interesting. I found walking up and down a road with a flashlight was quite fun. Even though it doesn't sound fun, it is. It's weird.
Late at night, flashlight, looking for toads. Yeah.
It reminded me of some games that I've played, but I'm not going into that. That's not why we're here. But yeah, I found that fun. We also did, as we've already talked about for like 5 seconds, or not 5 seconds, around 2 minutes now. We did an actual conservation thing. There was a hill and a pond on top of the hill, I think. Was it? Or was it?
Well, no, it was at the bottom, and as the ground dried up, it split. And
yeah, and we had to remove them because how it was very close to the sea, if I remember correctly.
yeah, but it was also what happens when a pond cracks open.
All the water just goes.
And what happens if you're a little tadpole?
You're just getting dried up.
Yeah.
You're gonna survive that. But yeah, one thing I did want to say, because I think around a minute ago we said about how like they can live for quite some time in captivity. I feel bad for the toads that don't live in captivity because they're not gonna survive long out there when there's predators.
Well, obviously that's why they have so many babies.
True.
Only a small percentage of them will survive.
Yeah,
So,
but also they have weird warty skin that does not taste nice, I don't think.
have you cooked it up before yourself?
No. But like, if you see predators...
On toast?
No.
Go on, sorry.
But I've felt it before, like, because when you wear gloves, you can kind of, your hands and the sensors in your hand kind of like tell you what it feels like or what you imagine it to feel like, and it feels really slimy and wet, and it's like, ugh.
See, I always thought it was toads are dry
Yeah.
and warty, and frogs were a little bit moist.
Moist.
I think is the word.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
I think
it
it is a case of wearing gloves. Why did you wear the gloves? Sorry.
Well, because they have permeable skin, if you
yeah.
didn't wear gloves, you would burn their skin and they wouldn't be able to breathe.
Right, with you now. So it would do them a lot of damage.
Yeah, it would do them damage.
And is there I mean, you were talking about toad patrol?
Yes, toad patrol is a very, I would say, cool thing. Not a lot of people would say it's cool as well, but essentially you walk up and down the road, and you look at both sides, and if you find any toads, with gloves you have to pick them up, put them in the bucket, and take them somewhere it's safe.
Yeah.
Because if you took them somewhere it's not safe, it's not going to be very nice.
And is that because they follow like migrational breeding?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. And then obviously because roads are in the way, then we're getting more vitalities on the roads. And, so are you carrying on with toad patrol?
I don't really know. I think we should, but I'm not 100% positive.
Oh, I thought you were going to be doing. You've got your own site now over at.
Oh yes.
Oh, I can't remember the place. That's really bad, isn't it? Shorewell.
Yes.
Yes, I think you were doing Shorewell, which would be quite fun.
That will
So
be.
when does that start? That's kind of like spring, isn't it?
Yeah, spring, autumn, around the sort of times where they will have sort of come out the pond. Like
Come out the pond or go into the pond?
Go into the pond.
Yeah. And obviously you got to meet Paul as well from Toad
Yes.
Patrol, and you gave you some
He was very
information.
cool.
And,
Yeah.
it was pretty sweet.
We got a video on that. Please watch.
So what else did you do? You did sticklebacks?
Yep, 3 signs sticklebacks.
3 back?
3 spines.
Spines, yeah. How did that go?
Well, it went very good, and I think it was like the 3rd time I came here, we did, well, I made sorry, my words
Alright, take time.
the tank where they live in.
Enclosure.
Yeah.
Or we could call it an exhibit, but that's it's less personal, isn't it, when you say exhibit, because they're all like pets, aren't they, at this point?
Pretty much. Now we know them quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very cool. I like the way they, the males and females showed very different breeding habits. Like the males, like for example, a lot of bird species, the female will make the nest, but like the three-spined stickleback, the male makes the nest. It's weird. And they made it with like pretty much anything they can find that's flexible enough.
Yeah.
Even
They glue it down, don't
yeah,
they? Yeah.
with a weird substance. But essentially, they will have the babies in like a tunnel almost, and they will just, the male will keep them in there and then keep them safe.
Ah, right, okay.
Comes when you're born as a three-spined stickleback, it comes with advantages. You have a bodyguard, aka dad.
So, is there anything else that's striking about the sticklebacks? Like anything that's different?
Yes, so the three-spined stickleback male, during the breeding season, to attract females, they have a very vibrant red underside and like blue eyes and a blue tint at the
Okay.
top.
And what do the females look like then?
The females look like normal sticklebacks during summer and all the other seasons, like essentially silver, a bit of, I'm thinking, trying to remember what they look like in my mind. Yeah, sort of like to blend in with the environment that they live in. But the males also do like zigzag dance.
Yeah. So they have their own way of trying to
Yeah.
get the female's attention. And did you find it quite easy to create an environment for them?
I would say so, yeah.
What kind of things did you have to think of?
So you had to think of like how deep the water would have to be, because you don't want it to be so deep that it doesn't feel like a pond, or not a pond, a river system.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't feel like a river system, it might encroach on the way that they are used to living out in the wild.
But aren't they also found in ponds as well though?
They are, probably, I think, yeah.
So when you say river system, that would imply really fast flowing water.
Yeah, I would say not very, 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 very fast, like some rivers, more like gently slow.
Okay,
Sort of.
I'm with you now.
Otherwise, they would just be like, instead of staying.
And then obviously you had all the plants in there as well, big pieces of wood to create areas where there wasn't too much flow.
I think we've had them for around 3 years now.
Well, the first year ones, the first one you created, we bred them.
Yes.
So we had hundreds of them. But now we've shut down the sticklebacks for a little while because we're creating a frog tank.
Yes.
So it should be quite good.
I mean, I don't think it will stay clean.
Well, whose job is it to keep it clean, Andrew?
Us.
Yeah, exactly. So you have
hopefully.
to. What kind of things do you do with that though to keep it healthy? The water.
You have to test it very regularly.
Okay.
For like ammonia, nitrite, and pH, because you don't want it to get over chemicaled.
Yeah. What's the other one though? There's one that sounds like nitrite.
Nitrate.
Nitrite. Yeah. Which one's which?
Nitrate.
Nitrate. Okay. Yeah.
All I remember is nitrite is the blue one. It's like,
so it's more colour coordinated visually,
yes.
so you know which one's which.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you want. I think the perfect one that we've ever had was like 0 ppm, 0 ppm, 0 ppm, 0 ppm. I think that was the perfectest one we've had. I think that was like with tiny cubes.
Oh yeah, I remember you did the little tiny cubes for insects. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
The dragonfly larvae, water lice. Yeah.
That was very fun. I like that because we had like one each, and it was like every time you came in, we had to like clean it out and
and do all the water tests on it. So would you say that you're getting quite good with the whole freshwater ecology?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely helped because I've got fish at my house as well. So and they're freshwater.
Oh, they go. But aren't they tropical though? Those ones.
We have guppies and I can't remember what the other one is, but yeah, tropical.
Mollies.
No, it's like a fish around this big and it's like got red fins.
Shark.
Yes, I think.
They get humongous.
Yeah.
I used to have a couple of them years ago. They get absolutely huge. So what else did you? I wanted to ask you about the bats.
Bats.
Yeah, I know you didn't write it down.
I know.
But I wanted to ask you. So how did that? What? Tell me about the bats.
Well,
not the bat as in the species, but what you've been doing. You know.
Well, we got bat detectors recently, and we've done like a video on going out to Gatcombe Church, and we've done like We were essentially just taking the bat detectors and seeing what bats we could find. You like it?
Didn't you take them home as well though? You didn't just do
we did.
stuff in the centre, you took them home and...
To try and figure out how to use them.
And how was that? Was that a bit of a...
I mean, there isn't that many bats around us, so we kind of held the phone out of our balcony and we just couldn't hear anything, but occasionally you would hear like an insect or something like that.
Yeah, and that showed on the...
Yep.
Because they were pretty good bat detectors when you
They're
think
very
about it,
good.
with the frequencies.
Yeah, compared to some bat detectors, because my cousin got one, I think, and it was a really bad one. I can't remember the name of it, but
Okay.
he used it and it broke within like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, these are kind of mid-range bat
Yeah,
detectors.
they're quite good, but not.
I mean, there are some that with the software you plug into your computer and you can analyse absolutely everything.
Yeah.
But these ones at least tell us the frequency, the bat,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 what they should be doing, or
Yeah.
what they are doing, you know. But what do you do with the data when you collect it?
Well, we just essentially we look at it to see what bat species are around there, and hopefully we find a rare bat.
Okay.
Because then we know that that bat is still in the UK and not gone.
Would you be sharing that information with, say,
would.
bat projects and...
I would say the Bat Lady,
Yep.
probably.
Weren't you going to have a chat with her at some point?
We were, but they had to lock down for a couple of weeks because of rabies.
Yeah. Maybe you should get back in contact.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. And how about, what's the other thing? Your hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs.
How are you getting on with the hedgehogs?
Pretty well. So we've got them in the garden and they're very good.
They're very good.
They're very good.
So rather than naughty.
Well, yeah. We had to move them in the centre for a couple of weeks because we feed them food because one of them has I can't remember what it's like, a brain.
One of them has got a few problems.
Yeah.
It was hit by a strimmer.
Yeah.
So, but obviously we would like to say, even though she was hit by a strimmer,
It's a Kai.
sorry, even though he was hit by a strimmer in the garden, he doesn't have many scars on his face.
No, he doesn't. He's
He's
perfect.
fine. He's out. His natural behaviours, you know, and where we got him from has ensured us that he's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not one of the kind of hedgehogs you would then release back into the wild.
Yeah.
So that's why you guys have got them here.
So we feed them, and we've got two in there. We've got a female called Rose, and then the boy we were just on about, Spike. He's probably my favourite. He's the one that you see quite a bit because he comes out pretty much any time.
Yeah.
And
he's quite tame, isn't he?
yeah, I like the way he will literally wander off and then just fall asleep next to like a wall or something. Like,
he doesn't spend a lot of time in his box during the summer,
No.
does he?
I mean, now obviously they're hibernating because it's winter. Because they're mammals. Most mammals hibernate.
Do they? Do rats hibernate?
No, they don't
How
hibernate.
about mice?
No, they don't.
Foxes?
No, they don't. Yeah, okay. The certain type of mammal that they are, the species, hedgehogs, hibernate. But yeah, they're doing very well. We're going to be moving them into the big garden, but of course, we did a YouTube short about it. Please come watch it. Safety precautions and all that.
When you say safety precautions, what do you mean by safety precautions?
So like, we have a fire pit or a bonfire, and we've got to put a net around it or a cage thing around it.
Yeah.
Because we can't have the hedgehogs going in there and then setting it alight without.
What, going in there with their own little box of matches?
Yeah, we can't do that. That's horrible. So we have to put a cage around that, make sure that's safe. We've also got a pond in there which we have to put a cage around. Otherwise, they're probably just.
Aren't they? You're redoing the pond at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we have two gates in there, and we have to make sure that they can't dig under it or go under it.
Yeah.
Because that would be just like,
Well, it's their natural behaviour is
Yeah.
to sleep under hedgerows, and so a bonfire or a bonfire pit, or where we keep wood for burning, would probably be the best place in the world for them to fall asleep under.
yeah, and then we wouldn't realise until it's too late, and that'd be that. So we've done quite a bit on hedgehogs. I don't remember the scientific name for them. It was a while ago that I did homework on that one.
Hopefully you're going to go home at some point and go, I'm going to have to relook at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good.
I'll be doing that as well as some more bats. I think I feel like I could do more bat species because I've got common pipistrelle. I've got that in my noggin.
Yeah. Pipistrellus.
Pipistrellus.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are very cool ones. So the neural, or the thing that Spike has that makes him not able to be released back into the wild, is, I think it's quite funny, but that's just me, because he kind of just like walks around in a circle. It's like,
isn't there? There's also, I mean, I don't think we've covered it properly, but I did mention it. There is also a parasite that they can get. Do you remember that conversation?
I remember. I don't remember the name. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I know that there was one, but I can't
remember the name of it. Well, when we first got them, do you remember we got Rose first,
Yes.
and then we got Spike after, and
I think it was like a month after we got Spike.
oh, it was a bit longer than that, I think. What? I don't know. I thought it was a good. I can look at the records.
Oh yeah.
And then you'll be able to say it next video you do. But I do remember when she came in, I did mention to the or when he came in, did mention to Sally, who we got them off of, I asked her if it was the parasite, and she said no, it wasn't. Gone to the vets. It's she's had a scan. Can't believe it. A scan on a hedgehog. Imagine how much that costs. Because do you remember I was saying whenever they use the machines, because there's this really weird thing with vets. It's like a kind of, the money that goes towards getting their medical care outweighs the benefit of keeping the animal. Do you remember that conversation? It was a horrible conversation to have. But at the same time, it was quite shocking that they actually did that. So, and obviously they're looking at parasite counts. I mean, like you guys weigh the hedgehogs.
We weigh them, make sure there's no, bad
Signs.
Yeah, bad signs. Parasites as well. That could be a problem. But yeah.
Looking at their poo.
Yeah, which is disgusting. Tell me that. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be moving them into the garden soon, which will give them a huge space to roam around and find food, because that's one of the things that people don't get. Near winter, you shouldn't feed them as much as feed them in summer, because an odd occasional feed in summer is all right. It's tolerable.
Well, they call it support feeding.
Yeah.
So if we look at the word support, what does support mean?
Well, it's like helping it out.
Yeah.
It's like summer, it's okay. But like when it goes into winter, they're going to eat food that someone's put out for them and then be like, I don't need to hibernate because they're going to have food there.
So what you're saying is food availability and abundance drives hibernation patterns?
Yes. But also, they are wild animals, so they can find food for themselves.
Well, you guys did a little project, didn't you, where you looked at the amount of biodiversity and the amount of food you were feeding them over the whole of the summer, the spring, the summer, and the autumn, and you found that there was enough food out there.
There's 100% enough food.
I mean, in some respects, they were putting on a stupid amount of food.
I know. It was like,
we
came in one day and they were like, oh my god,
they're the biggest things in the world. But what's the dangers of overfeeding them then? I mean, surely if we gave them enough food and they just got fat, they'd be happy.
Yeah, they would be happy, but obesity.
Okay.
And if we were to put one of them out in the wild again, the one that isn't as bad as the other one, and she's got quite fat, she can't roll up into a ball properly.
Okay.
So if a badger were to come along, it might just numb.
I like the way that you stopped yourself from using certain words there.
Yeah.
I think what you're trying to say is prise them open from their defensive mode, which is a ball, and Okay.
And then I think you guys can imagine what would happen.
Oh no, let's not.
Let's not.
So how about animals in captivity? What do we have to think about?
We have to think about the Animal Welfare Act.
Oh, is there any specific?
Section 9.
Oh, well done, mate.
I remember.
And what is that then? What does that?
So it inputs that you got to keep them nice and healthy.
Yeah.
They need to be displaying like natural behaviours as well, because
Okay.
if they're not displaying natural behaviours, that means that you're not doing a good enough job, essentially.
So is it almost like, say, for instance, somebody that's very active all the time, and then all of a sudden they just don't want to get out of bed?
Yeah. Like if you've got, sorry, my mind just went like a completely different word. So like so there's that. You got to make sure they don't get any illnesses or viruses, parasites, all that stuff.
So free from disease.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to make it so that they have a good environment, good size,
Yeah.
right environment. Because if you put like a fish on like a terrarium where there's no water,
Imagine the hedgehogs, you put them in an aquarium.
yeah, it's not going to work.
Although don't they swim really well?
Yes, they can swim quite well.
Why's that?
Because they have a built-in system where the air in their body just goes boom.
I thought it was in the quills.
Oh yeah, like, the quills just go boom.
Was that you or was that
I
another?
think that was a different person.
Okay. I just remember the big conversation about it.
Yeah, we had a big conversation.
Talking about rats diving for peas and then...
Yeah, it's like... It's pretty much like when you're a kid and you get taught how to swim.
Yeah.
And they throw something under the water, you go grab it.
Mm.
I remember that was fun. But anyway, we're going a bit off topic.
What were we talking about?
I can't remember.
You're supposed to remember.
I know.
I'm the adult, I don't remember.
Wildlife Act.
Oh, yeah, the Wildlife Act, yeah.
So you got to make sure they have a great place to live, no viruses, no parasites, none of the bad stuff, and you got to remember that they are in your care.
Yep.
So you can't make them ridiculously skinny or ridiculously chunky.
Well, why would you want to make them
I mean,
ridiculously
yeah, that would not be very nice.
No. Does that mean all of the animals we have here fall underneath that?
Not all of them,
Or why not all of them?
because the Wildlife Act only goes over animals.
Well, hang on, the Wildlife Act.
Oh yeah, sorry, my
Or
mind.
the Animal Welfare
The Animal
Act.
Welfare Act
Yeah.
goes under animals that are in our care.
So are all of the animals here in our care?
Yeah, all the animals here are in our care.
So do they all fall under?
Yeah, they all fall under.
Brilliant.
But
Okay.
some of the animals like outside that aren't like domesticated or we don't look after them, they don't fall under it.
So wild animals.
Yeah, wild animals. Yeah.
But they fall under the
Animal Countryside Act.
what the wildlife
Yeah, Wildlife
and Countryside Act. That's it.
They fall
Because you've
under
just done that one, haven't you?
Yes.
You did the wild. You did the animal.
Although
No,
I
I'm
might
kidding,
have to look at that again because I can't remember most of that.
But well done on remembering the Welfare Act.
Yeah,
And especially Section 9. That was really good.
Thank
you. Yeah. Sometimes I forget what section it is. So yeah, well done.
We also wanted to announce that in the upcoming month or upcoming.
Well, it's within the month, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks, yeah. We will be releasing 2 Christmas special videos.
So the boys have done really well, and they wanted to do a topic that they both really like. Yours is going to be on.
I don't think we should leak that.
Oh, we're not going to leak it
because otherwise it would be wrong.
So you want it to be more of a surprise?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
Christmas present wrapped.
Yeah. But Luca will be back
next week.
So you won't see me again.
No.
But you will see Luca again. But it's been quite fun actually. It's nice to see that you guys are retaining the information and you're making quite good videos. So
nice, thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to cover, or?
I think in the future I would probably like to cover foxes.
Okay.
Because I've got like pictures of foxes around my house, and I always think they look pretty.
They are
Like-
pretty animals.
Yeah.
So you wanted to try out foxes?
Yeah.
Okay. But first, you've got your Christmas specials that you're going to be doing.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys. Please like and subscribe. Till next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.